Well, with content, it's really important that we start to create modular fragments and nuggets of content that can be easily consumed by our customers and be leveraged across various channels to deliver on an exceptional customer experience.
The value is in being able to get it to them in the timeliness and the speed, right? Unfortunately, in some of the indications that we are responsible for driving communications in, time matters, right? Time from diagnosis to the time to treatment is often very swift because of the criticality of it. The emotion behind that, right? You also have to be able to do it in a way that demonstrates empathy as people are consuming a lot of different disparate information sources at the same time. And then most importantly is you can't make it hard, right? It's got to be really easy to be able to access.
So what you really need is modular content that you can adjust very quickly, basically on the fly, to the insights that you're generating and to the data that you are collecting. That is an absolute requirement if you want to engage with customers, again, at their terms, 24/7. At the same time, you also have to look at the organizational side of the house. And I think here you need to be very clear moving forward, what content do you want to own and what content do you want to outsource and be generated by external parties, for example.
This is not about disrupting the way we work with agencies on the strategy and the core visual aids, etc. But this is about doing things and producing content where it matters most and is also most effective. And we need to start increasingly decoupling the strategy process from the actual content production process. We are, as many others, working with that right now.
So if I really apply supply chain thinking to the content stream, I think there's probably 5 steps that you can think about as part of your execution. First would be decoupling the creative process from the production process. That allows you to optimize on both sides. Step 2 would be to change the ownership of production. Too often it has been the marketing teams or the marketing agencies, and there are simply better choices out there today. And then when it comes to the creative side, I think there's a step about identifying the redundancy of what your agencies are creating for you on a global basis. And once you've done that, it allows you, I think, gives you the license to centralize that content creation. And by centralizing that, you now have 2 clear hubs, one for content creation, one for content production, and you can really optimize both in that way. And then the 5th step is simply measurement. Like it's not something we've done a good job of measuring what has happened and what has changed in the way we deliver content. So those are the 5 steps for me that are fundamental, and many across pharma are working on them. On individual components of it, there's always a way to improve on those 5 steps.
For me, it's about 6 KPIs. It's about the cost of the production. It's about the time to market of the content asset. It's about the quality, of course. It's about the use of the asset, and it's about the reuse of the asset. And finally, and not least, it's about the engagement that the asset brings with our end users or the customers.
So really shifting about how you create and curate the content, agnostic of the actual channel, is where things are shifting to, and how you can drive much more relevancy and personalization.